everybody, it's Bunny! I don't know why I thought this would be a real cool pose to do to start this video off with, but that's what I did. It is everybody's favorite day of the week. The day of the week when we ask ourselves, does this thing really actually work? Today is going to be a retest, as so many of you guys have requested and tweeted at me and left me comments on Instagram and Snapchatted me and Snapchat stories that I really need to test out the steam off gel nail polish remover system thing again. Really quick, just to paraphrase what this device is supposed to be, is a magical thingy that if you do gel nails or you go to the salon and you get gel nails, it is supposed to make the removal process so much easier than the traditional foil removing process. So you put nail polish remover in here, it creates a steam, and then your gel polish supposedly will miraculously lift off. Not only have you guys been tweeting and leaving me comments about retesting it, I actually received a couple of tweets from the Painted Nail, which is the salon and the company behind this device. A lot of people, I guess, were sending my video to them and kind of just like being like, hey, why didn't this work? Or what did she do wrong? The owner of the Painted Nail was seeing the videos and she tweeted to somebody else that, wow, her gel nail polish was insanely thick, which honestly, last time I tested this device out, I did have many coats of gel nail polish on, including some glitter top coats. Another thing that she interestingly tweeted to somebody else and not me is that I should have let this machine kind of like heat up a couple of times and run through a couple of cycles because the machine is new. In my defense, I did kind of think that my nail polish was a little bit thick, but I also did not know, because it was nowhere that I could see in the owner's manual, that to kind of get this machine started or to get it to work the best, you have to kind of like turn it on and let it heat up more than just once. And the only information that I have to go on is this little owner's manual. This time I have much less nail polish on my nails, and I've actually wanted to retest this device for a long time, but I have been taking off my gel nail polish because these nails that I have had on for a grotesquely long amount of time now took me like 3.5 hours to accomplish. I painted my own plaid designs on my fingernails. You can see they're like really grown out. This is only roughly 2 coats of gel polish because I put 2 coats of the taupe color that is kind of like the base for this nail design. That is the only thing that has 2 coats. The rest is just striping on top. I guess it could be like 3 coats if you wanted to consider the top layer like the sealing coat. I also have a much better nail file this time that is a lot grittier, because that, they say, is the most important step, is to make sure that you really break the seal of the gel nails. There is no question in my mind this time that I definitely totally broke the seal on the top coat. I definitely even maybe filed a little bit aggressively on this nail because I'm kind of scared that I filed through all of the polish, and now I'm just seeing my naked nail under there. It's freaking me out a little bit. Just for a side-by-side comparison, I only filed down this hand so that you guys can see clearly they are not glossy anymore. They look dusty, they're not shiny, and this hand, which still has the polish on it, is all glossy and shiny. This is by no means a beautiful backdrop, but I had to plug in my lamps over here. So clearly just lifting off the lid, hopefully you guys are gonna be able to see this, there are drops of condensation. So steam is definitely being formed in here, and when I just took the lid off, I can definitely smell an acetone smell. So you just take your fingers and kind of like a claw, monster claw, and you are supposed to just let your fingers sit in here. They say, you know, start out with 5 minutes and you can do it for at least 10 minutes. They don't really say Like, how many times is too many times to be sticking your hands in here? Okay, so my 5-minute timer just went off, and oh my gosh, you guys, look at these results. Maybe I can't tell. It definitely looks like some of it is very peeling off, but I don't know. It's just, once again, not like really, well, I guess it is a little bit better off than last time. It looks slightly more wallpapery, but maybe I'm just using the wrong type of gel polish to be removed by this system. So that is kind of where we're at right now. I just set the timer for another 5 minutes, stuck my hand back in this machine. I will say this time, after it has heated up for several cycles, the process does feel a little bit different. It's much warmer inside the machine than when I did it for my first video. I am still having that sensation of kind of like a really tightening feeling on my nails. I guess that's just how this feels. It's not too uncomfortable. The acetone being heated, it is kind of like a warm, almost kind of like burny feeling, but it's not uncomfortable. Like, as soon as you take your hand out of the machine, that sensation does go away. It doesn't hurt really. It just kind of feels like, ooh, like my hand is kind of burning. So my 5-minute timer just went off again. So now my nails have spent a total of 10 minutes in here, and they do look a little bit more flaky and peely, a little bit more wallpapery. I'm not even having to use like a harsh scraper tool or anything. I'm just using my fingernail in an oh so professional way. That is how much I was able to remove now after spending 10 minutes in the machine. And I don't really think a lot of this kind of like flaky, ridgy stuff that you're seeing, I think that that is just some nail polish and bottom coat still left on, but I would not be surprised at this point if my nails were a little bit damaged, because like I said, I've basically had gel nails on for almost 4 months straight, and I know you're not really supposed to do that. I'm going to just pop them back in for another 5 minutes and see if maybe I can get this whole hand done. Let's see where we are at after yet another 5 minutes. And I still just wish that I got that magical, oh look, did we get some magical wallpaper looking stuff? A little bit, but still not, it is pretty, okay, that nail is now clean. Yay! Just to give you guys a closer look at that, I'm trying to just use this scraper tool, and I do have more success peeling this nail polish up or getting it off of my nails, taking it fresh out of the steamer. It seems like more of it wants to come off than when it's kind of been out for, you know, 30 or 40 seconds. It kind of starts to harden a little bit more on the nail. So I'm just gonna pop it back in the machine for 5 more minutes and then try and just use this little scraper tool and get the remainder of it off. I think overall we got much better results this time. My nails are pretty much 99 to 100% totally clean of all nail polish. Now, my nails still do feel a little gritty or ridgy right now, and I'm not 100% sure if that is because some of the base coat or gel polish primer layer is still on my nails, or if it's just because my nails are honestly so damaged at this point. Little bit crazy experience with my right hand. I only used this machine for 5 minutes, and when I first pulled my nails out, I was like, it still kind of like didn't remove a ton, and it didn't look very wallpapery. But seriously, just from lightly scraping with my fingernail, just like I did for the other hand, 4 out of 5 fingernails have completely been removed of all of their polish. Okay, so after that super speedy removal of this hand, I just popped this nail, this thumbnail, back in there for about another 1 to 2 minutes, and then I was able to just peel gently a little bit more and the rest of the polish popped off. So that kind of totally changes my mind about this device. I just do think, like I said, that it is very important that they kind of like advise people to really let it heat up and cycle through several times, because now that it has probably been cycled through about 10 times, it is working a lot better. But I feel like that is kind of important information that either should be listed on the website or in the instruction manual. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. After totally redoing this again, and especially getting this really quick removal process, I will have to say that this is probably how I'm going to remove my gel nails from now on, because like I said, the last time we tested this device out, normally it takes me an hour and a half using foil and cotton balls to remove my gel nails. So if I could remove them in 5 or even 20 minutes, it would be a huge time saver. Even doing like 25 minutes today is still a lot shorter than an hour and 30 minutes, obviously. The other thing that I did find very fascinating is, if you guys remember the last time I tested out this product, even after I had done the, you know, like a 15-minute time cycle, none of the liquid seemed to have dissipated at all. And I'm like, well, kind of like, how can this be making any steam if there's still a ton of polish remover down here? But this time I went ahead and opened it up just after doing 20 minutes with this hand, and it was completely dry in there. So obviously something is happening in this machine this time. Now, testing it out a second time, I would have to say, obviously it does work. It is a time saver. Just to refresh everybody's memory, I did buy this device on my own. This is in no way sponsored at all. I paid $100 for this thing. This secondary video was not requested of me to do. This second time is not a sponsored video. I'm not being paid for this at all. So this is just my realistic experience using you guys' tips that y'all left me in the comments. I also still do think my results were vastly affected by having not as many coats on, and maybe that there was no glitter polish this time. I feel like that did make a difference. Maybe one day I will find a magical brand of gel polish that will just totally flake off and have that cool peeling wallpaper kind of effect. I'm just happy that the old crusty gel polish is gone. That is pretty much everything that I can say about this device. Thank you guys so much for being here today, for hanging out, for watching. Thank you guys so much to everyone who politely and kindly left me some constructive criticism the last time I did this video. I am always just so happy to get you guys ideas and suggestions on maybe how I can like improve these devices to get them to work. We can test them out again. That's really all what this segment and, you know, these videos on this channel are about. It's just about like kind of having this time and these experiences together and seeing what we can get to work and what doesn't work, and that's what does this thing really work is all about. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl, or you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram @graveyardgirl, same way it's spelled here. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!